we fight for our future!
For years, The Witcher has been a story about power, how it's taken, lost, feared, and fought for. But in Season 4, something finally shifts. Beneath the chaos of war, betrayal, and prophecy, one character finally steps into the light of who she truly is. Yennefer of Vengerberg, the brilliant, volatile, and endlessly complicated sorceress, finally shows us her real power. But not just the kind that burns armies or bends chaos to her will. Season 4 reveals something deeper, something more human. This isn't just Yennefer's most powerful season. It's the first time we understand why she's always been holding back. And that realization changes everything we thought we knew about her. A new Witcher era and a new Yennefer. When The Witcher Season 4 begins, it's stepping into dangerous territory, not just narratively, but emotionally. Henry Cavill, the face of Geralt of Rivia, is gone. Liam Hemsworth takes the sword now, in a world that feels more fractured than ever. The story picks up in the aftermath of the Thanedd coup, that brutal, chaotic turning point from Season 3 that left the world bleeding and broken. Geralt is wounded, Ciri is lost, and Yennefer is left with nothing but purpose. While Geralt and Jaskier set out across war-torn lands to find Ciri, Yennefer gathers the remnants of her shattered world, the surviving sorceresses, the orphans of magic, and the broken believers in order, and tries to build something new. It's here, in the shadow of destruction, that Yennefer begins to show her truest self. The road to Monte Calvo, where everything changes Yennefer, has always been defined by contradiction. She's ruthless but compassionate, cynical but fiercely loyal. A woman who once traded everything for beauty and power, only to find that both left her hollow. But at Monte Calvo, a castle offered by Philippa as a refuge, she finds a new purpose: unity. For the first time, Yennefer isn't chasing power for herself. She's creating a sanctuary for others, the wounded, the cast out, and the lost. This makes the eventual Battle of Monte Calvo not just another magical showdown, but something personal. When Vilgefortz, the mage who betrayed them all, comes crashing into their haven, Yennefer doesn't fight for vengeance or status. She fights for her people. And that's when something changes. The Yennefer who once saw chaos as something to control finally becomes it. Her magic isn't cold or precise anymore. It's alive. It's driven by love, grief, and fury. The battle itself feels like a culmination of everything she's endured since Season 1. Every scar, every heartbreak, every time she's been forced to choose between love and survival. The flames that consumed Sodden Hill were nothing compared to what she unleashes at Monte Calvo. And yet, what makes this moment so powerful isn't the destruction she causes, it's the reason behind it. The real power Yennefer has always hidden. For 3 seasons, The Witcher showed us glimpses of Yennefer's power, the kind of devastating magic that could turn tides in war or erase entire armies. But it also showed something else: restraint. She was always careful, always measured. Even when she was furious, she held something back. Monte Calvo reveals why. Because for Yennefer, chaos has always been tied to emotion. Her magic comes from a place of pain. Her transformation, her infertility, and her longing for belonging. When she lets go completely, she risks losing herself. Season 4 is the first time she stops running from that. When Vilgefortz threatens everything she's built, Yennefer channels all the anger, guilt, and love she's been burying since the day she lost her child, and lets it consume her. The result isn't just raw power, it's clarity. Because true strength, as The Witcher finally shows us, isn't in suppressing chaos. It's in understanding it. Yennefer's chaos isn't her curse anymore. It's her truth. The Battle of Monte Calvo, a turning point in The Witcher's mythology. Let's pull back the curtain here. The Battle of Monte Calvo is more than just a visual spectacle. It's the symbolic heart of Season 4. It's where The Witcher quietly redefines what it means to be powerful in this world. Until now, the show's power hierarchy has always been external: the strongest mages, the fiercest witchers, and the most dangerous monsters. But Yennefer's battle reframes it. Her victory isn't measured by who she defeats, but by who she becomes in the process. Her magic doesn't just protect people, it connects them. She becomes a beacon for others like her, bringing together women who were once rivals, enemies, or exiles. In that moment, she isn't just a sorceress. She's a leader. The flames, the chaos, the destruction, they're not symbols of rage anymore. They're reborn. Monte Calvo isn't just a battleground. It's a metaphor for Yennefer herself. Broken, burning, but still standing. The Lodge of Sorceresses, Yennefer's new legacy. By the end of Season 4, Yennefer does something she's never done before. She creates a new world instead of destroying one. The Lodge of Sorceresses. It's more than a political alliance. It's the manifestation of everything she's learned. Because after years of betrayal, from Aretuza, from Tissaia, from Vilgefortz, even from herself, Yennefer has realized that the only way to survive isn't through isolation or control. It's through unity. The Lodge represents the birth of something the continent has never seen before, a collective of women driven not by ambition, but by vision. They want to shape the world, not rule it. And that distinction is what separates Yennefer from every power-hungry mage before her. It's poetic, really, that after all her years chasing motherhood through magic, Yennefer becomes a mother in a different way. The Lodge is her child now, her creation, her legacy. Yennefer's magic has always been about emotion. Season 4 finally admits it. When you strip away all the politics and prophecy, Yennefer's story has always been about one thing: emotion. That's why her power feels different from other sorcerers. It's not academic, it's not mechanical, it's raw, it's human. And for a long time, that was treated like a weakness. Her emotions made her unpredictable, dangerous, too volatile to trust. But in Season 4, The Witcher turns that idea on its head. Because the same emotions that once made Yennefer vulnerable, her empathy, her rage, her grief, are exactly what make her unstoppable now. Her magic isn't bound by rules anymore. It's shaped by purpose. And that's what makes her so terrifying to her enemies, and so inspiring to everyone else. How Season 4 redefines power in the Witcher universe. Let's be honest. The Witcher has always been about power. Who has it, who wants it, and who's willing to destroy the world for it? Geralt's power is physical. Ciri's is divine. But Yennefer's, it's existential. She doesn't just change battles, she changes the rules of them. Her journey in Season 4 reframes how we understand magic in the Witcher universe. It's not about control or even chaos. It's about harmony, the balance between destruction and creation. When Yennefer embraces her full power, she doesn't lose herself like before. She finds a new version of herself, one that doesn't need Vengerberg, Aretuza, or even the Brotherhood's approval to matter. In a world that's always tried to define her by her beauty, her fertility, or her usefulness, Yennefer finally defines herself by her impact. What Yennefer's new power means for Season 5. Now that she's built the Lodge, Yennefer's story is far from over. Because power, once embraced, always invites challenge. Season 5 will likely pit her against Vilgefortz again, but this time it's not just a battle of spells, it's a battle of ideologies. Vilgefortz believes in domination, in control through fear. Yennefer believes in choice, in creation through unity. Their next confrontation won't just decide who wins. It'll decide what kind of world survives. And if Season 4 was about Yennefer discovering her true power, Season 5 will be about proving it. Because the flames of Monte Calvo didn't just burn her enemies, they lit the path forward. Why this moment feels so earned? There's something poetic about finally seeing Yennefer at full strength after 4 long seasons. From a deformed outcast sold to Aretuza, to a fiery mage feared by kings, to a woman learning to love again, every step of her journey has been leading to this. The reason it feels earned is because The Witcher never treated her power as a given. It treated it as a question. How much of herself was she willing to lose to gain it? Now, in Season 4, we have the answer. She doesn't lose herself at all, she reclaims herself. Every wound, every scar, every betrayal, they all become fuel. Her chaos isn't something she controls anymore. It's something she is. And that's what makes Yennefer truly terrifying. And truly free. The curtain pulls back. The real lesson of Yennefer's power. If there's one thing Season 4 reveals, it's this. Yennefer's greatest power was never her magic. It was her evolution. For years, she believed her worth came from what she could do, how much destruction she could unleash, how beautiful she could become, how much control she could wield. But Monte Calvo changes that forever. Because when the world burned again, Yennefer didn't run from the fire. She became it. Not to destroy, but to protect. And that's the quiet truth. The Witcher finally dares to show us. True power isn't chaos tamed, it's chaos understood. Yennefer of Vengerberg doesn't just master her magic in Season 4, she masters herself. And for a story that's always been about monsters and men, That might be the most powerful transformation of all.